So what is this transition or assimilation period? It is the period of time that it will take to start feeling at home in a country where everything is new and strange. This bodily old and new ailments may appear, and physical and even emotional or mental illness, loneliness, they can and language barrier can pop up. And it can feel very difficult, especially once the honeymoon period is over, because there's always a honeymoon period. You come in and everything is wonderful. You feel like you're on a holiday or on a working holiday, and all of a sudden it just sort of slaps you on the face and it's like, no, this is my life. And feelings like fear and worry and irritability and sleep difficulties can be more prominent at this time. And you always may also make wonder, did I make the right decision? Should I go back, or what is it? And I would say that no, that's what everyone feels like to start with. So take it as growing pains, because you will grow into it and it will expand your life. And that is the reason why that is because your old life is behind you. You have no familiar safety nets anywhere, no family, all your friends are gone, your social circumstance, your work may have gone. So it is very bewildering. And you also have no ways to resonate with the present situation here. It's like you just don't have the ways. You don't know how it is. So your body doesn't get the nutrients from the food, and let's just, okay. Your body doesn't get the nutrients from the food, and you don't get the social interaction, and that can be rough and tough. And you will grow into it. You will grow into resonating here, but it takes time. And let's see if we can make the ride a little bit less bumpy and more pleasant, and maybe even shorter. We'll have to see. And how long? It can take anything up to 3 years. And there are definite periods, different periods. It's like for A, B, and C. We'll look at them later on. So 3 years may feel like it's a long time, but it's not all just waiting around. You don't sit in your room and think, oh, it's 1 day gone, 1 day, 2 days gone. It's also living. And we'll see how you can turn this experience into something that you may look back with fondness and not horrors. And my experience of changing countries twice was, first I went to England, and it was all great adventure, great London town, and things was wonderful and exciting. But I didn't also realize that I was having lots of courses of antibiotics. I have infections here and there, and let's have another course of antibiotics. I had migraines, and I was very accident prone. I always had some kind of bandage somewhere. So now looking back on it, yes, it definitely is one of the symptoms of this assimilation period. And when I came here, I was totally in love. I came here with a partner and I was totally in love with him. Oh, absolutely totally in love with him. But I couldn't relate to my surroundings. So that was something I was a bit surprised. And I got very low on that. And looking back on it, yes, that was also because of I couldn't relate to anything around me. And that went past. So if you have any of your own experience, please put them in the chat, and they may benefit you or may benefit other people as well.
Yeah, so please, indeed, if I understand it correctly, it's really about like if you move to a different place or a different country, the kind of physical or mental problems that you experience as part of that shock, I guess it is. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, a shock would be, I think shock would be something very good to think about. It's like, yes, it is a shock. And there's no other way of saying that, but it is a shock. And you'll get over it. You'll grow into it. Just take it as growing pains. And time-wise is that the first 6 months are the worst. And during that time, it might be a wise thing not to go back to your own country, because you will just think about the horrible new country where you're in, but instead plan a trip to go back to your own country after 6 months. And I've seen it over and over again, because I used to work with an Indian oil company, and new families would come, and then the first 6 months they were counting, oh, I still have 100 days to go, 99 days to go, 98 days to go before I can go back to India. And then they went and they stayed there for 4 or 5 weeks, the whole family. And then they came back and said, yeah, I've been on somebody else's sofa for 4 or 5 weeks. It's good to be back home. So that was like the acceptance period for them, that, okay, I'm here and my life is here. Let's see if we can make the most of it. And I've also often seen that it's 6 months. So give yourself 6 months. And apart from planning your trip back home, there are also other ways to ease this period. So let's have a look at those. First of all, we already mentioned it, is the acceptance. So you accept what's happening, and you accept what is happening and that you're here. And there's there was a reason why you came here, your job, your intimate partner, so study, whatever it was. And write down all the positive things that you think about. Make a list of them, because that's something for you to look back on. And then there's a conscious study of the country, whatever it is. It's a history, it's the popular music, politics, nature, whatever it is that you're really interested in. Study that one and get into it in that way. And assimilating the Dutch culture into your body via diet is one good thing. So take your old food, the food that you're used to, that you have always been eating. So that's good that you get the nutrients from there. But then also some new every day, maybe not every day, but every so often have something new. Try something that is in this country, because what else can you do to put this country into your body? And another one is moving your body. It's walks, nature, city, whatever it is. And go back to the list of positive things which you have framed on your wall. Every time you take a dip, okay, this is the reason why I'm here. This is the reason why I'm here. This is the reason why I'm here. And then exercise helps with the body strength. It's like you do the rigorous exercise and it gives you the strength of body and happy hormones. They are happy hormones. And that lasts a few days and then you do it again. But just moving around is good as well. And building new social contacts, whatever way you can do that. Facebook is a very good place to start with. And Expat Academy with Joop and Grace. They're very good as well. So I hope you found this short intro on transition period useful. And